Hello and welcome to the weather hazard briefing for Southeast Idaho as presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Wednesday, May 11th. Here's what you'll see in this briefing. We are expecting afternoon and evening mountain and highlands showers to continue for the next 3 days, isolated to scattered in coverage. There will also be a chance of isolated thunderstorms for the first 2 days, so that would be today and Thursday. Then a trough of low pressure will arrive for Thursday night into Friday. It will likely be at least a lake wind advisory, that is, winds out of the southwest and west in excess of 20 miles an hour. But it may also be enough to require a wind advisory, which would be sustained winds greater than 30 miles an hour with gusts above 40. We are looking for snow with this Thursday night, Friday event, that it could get as low as 6,000 feet elevation. We're also expecting moderate to strong warming over the weekend, where upper 70s will be reached in the Snake River Plain and eastern Magic Valley by Sunday, and perhaps even see some 80-degree readings. All right, so here's a satellite image. You can see there is weak low pressure right now here. This will be continue to move south and then eastward, and this is what will trigger the showers and thunderstorms for today and tomorrow. And right here you can just see the feature that will be moving through on Friday. That will be enough to not really, it'll slow the warming of the temperatures, but it really won't do much else besides provide some very strong wind down to the surface. All right, so this is our outlook for the week. It looks pretty busy. Again, chances today of rain and in some of the higher elevation snow, or later tonight becoming snow. There will be isolated thunderstorms also in the eastern highlands, both of those areas, the southeast and eastern, the Lost River area, the Sawtooth area, and Lemhi County. So the only area really not seeing any that will be getting some precipitation is the Wood River Valley. Will probably be thunderstorm free. And then on Thursday, you can see the chances become a little bit better for places like the South Hills. The chance for thunder is limited to the Lost River area and then Sawtooth and Lemhi County area, so just in the central Idaho mountains. However, rain and snow coverage is likely in the eastern highlands. That is the most likely place to have it. I'll be taking a look at the snowfall accumulations also for both of these 2 days. See, on Friday with that second feature, we are looking for windy conditions and locally very windy, which would be wind advisory conditions for the Snake Plain, the eastern Magic Valley, also windy. And then a chance of snow and rain is limited to the both zones here in the eastern highlands. And then the Sawtooth and Lemhi County areas, not so much the Lost River and Wood River. The winds continue into Saturday. You can see thunderstorms make a return for the eastern and southeastern highlands, where there's a chance of rain and snow, and all the mountain areas, the rough terrain, we're looking at a chance of rain and snow. And the winds continue into Sunday morning for the Snake River Plain and eastern Magic Valley. You can see the chances for precipitation diminishing. This is mostly during the day, so it'll be mostly rain in these locations. It's actually a new storm that's coming in, and we're expecting things to be fairly warm. This is the day where we'll start reaching the middle 70s in the Snake River Plain, so it'll be warm as well in the Highland and Central Idaho mountains. So this is a horizontal weather depiction, surface weather depiction for today. You can see the rain-snow mix pretty much all over, again, the Central Idaho mountains and then into the eastern highlands. Not so much the southern highlands. And let's look at how the snow develops, and then we'll look at the total amount of snow. You can see here, for the most part, it's 1 inch or less, in a lot of areas a ½ inch or less, as represented by the light blue areas. And also, I should make a note, it doesn't start until the afternoon. Then up through midnight. You can see it actually starts to weaken and diminish for as far as this aerial coverage. It does tend to intensify over here in the areas west of Salmon in Lemhi County. And you can see the focus now starts to shift for after midnight. It'll actually be more into western Wyoming than it is here in eastern Idaho. All right, temperatures for today. You can see we should be breaking 60 degrees in a lot of locations in the Snake River Plain. Eastern Magic Valley should get to close to 60 and fairly mild even for Stanley after setting record cold temperatures in Stanley and Idaho Falls yesterday morning. You can see the winds not very much. This is actual gusts, so it is a little bit of gusty down in the Eastern Magic Valley and the South Central Highlands, but everywhere else it's not really much of a player today. You can see it's actually increasing during the evening hours, and that's because of the approaching trough that's going to give us more rainfall and eventually stronger winds, especially for Friday time frame. So here's Thursday. Morning lows, the Wednesday night overnight lows. You can see a lot of places getting below freezing, so we are expecting snow, although the precipitation is pretty much done early in the evening. There is still a chance for some light snow, as you saw. And no real chances down here in the Eastern Magic Valley or Snake River Plain. All right, so this is the last of the snowfall accumulations. You can see how much there just isn't a whole lot once again in the Stanley Basin or even in the Salmon, Lemhi County area, and also pretty light snowfall accumulations once again in areas in the Southeast Highlands. All right, here is what we expect the situation to look like on Thursday. You can see once again mixed precipitation in the Central Idaho Mountains mostly, and in just clipping the Eastern Highlands, not much in the south. So this is more oriented to the north. And that's why there's not as much in the Wood River Valley. And here you can see it play out. So in the morning hours from 6 a.m. to noon, you can see it's just wrapping up pretty much over along the Idaho-Wyoming border. And then in the afternoon, it starts to develop once again in the, but pretty high elevations in the Central Idaho Mountains. And again, the warmer temperatures changing a lot of this, what you don't see outlined here, over to rain. And then for the evening, you can see the snow starts to make a comeback, getting into the Stanley area and even into the Ketchum area. And actually got 1 to 2 inches or so in the extreme high elevations surrounding Stanley Basin. You see here the winds are also stronger here on Thursday. Winds will be gusting into the 30 to 35 mile an hour range, which is just, it's still below our wind advisory criteria. Temperatures on Thursday, you can see they will continue roughly around the same temperatures, maybe a little bit cooler by a couple degrees. And then overnight lows with all the cloud cover, actually a little bit warmer, but still snow falling in Stanley Basin and even in the upper elevations of the Sun Valley. And so here you can see the snow starting to accumulate, mostly though during the overnight hours when it starts to get cold again. You can see here for Friday now, the winds much stronger. A lot of these places getting above 40 miles an hour for wind gusts, which this is the area that's going to have the strongest winds in the afternoon, where it could reach wind advisory. That's something we're going to have to monitor. Once again, light snow developing during the afternoon hours, and actually in the morning here. And then in the late afternoon, you can see it's pretty much winding up. Afternoon highs a little bit, well, I don't know, roughly the same, maybe a degree or two cooler. And then overnight lows, you can see a lot more 30s now down in the Snake River Plain, Eastern Magic Valley, and 3 to 6 degrees colder in the Central Idaho Mountains. So that's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact this telephone number here if you have any questions, or check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.